Splunk works. I'll repeat. Uh, from the systems, the logs are pushed into Splunk, and then they in Splunk. When I say Splunk, it's indexers. The logs are pushed into indexers. The indexers they index it and store it into themselves. And from the user standpoint, user fires a query. The query first goes to the search heads. The search heads will analyze the query, break it up, and then send the job to the indexers. Now, since indexers already have the data with themselves, they will do their part of the job and then send the data to the search head. And search heads, they will collect the data, organize the data, results it, and finally show the results to the user. Now, there is one question here. I said Splunk gets the data, right? But how Splunk gets the data? Splunk has various systems called forwarders. One is universal forwarder, another is heavy forwarder. So I will tell you the difference later, but just know how the forwarder concepts work. So it's like, let me take a name. Okay. First name is Kaushik. Okay. So now I just assume that I have a friend Kaushik, and I want to check. I want to monitor one of the log files in his machine. So what I'll do is I will deploy an agent called Splunk forwarder. It's a forwarder, but it can be heavy forwarder, it can be universal forwarder. Uh, no, okay, what I'll tell you the difference right away. What a heavy forwarder does is before sending it to the indexers, it will do the initial parsing of the result. Okay, and then send the data to the indexer for the next level of parsing. But for the universal forwarder, they do not do any kind of parsing. It will just forward the data directly to the indexer. That is the only difference. Universal forwarder is a little lightweight because it doesn't have any other components. But other forwarders, like the heavy forwarders, they are heavyweight. They are not lightweight forwarders. So lightweight is basically, when I say lightweight, it is less in size, easy to install. So that is why I call it lightweight. Uh, so now what I'll do is I'll deploy one of these forwarders into Kaushik's machine and make sure those forwarders are always checking that particular log location, the path to the log file, and then it will read the log file. And as it reads the log file, it will send the data to me, a copy to me rather, and then I will store the copies to the indexers, these indexers, and I will replicate them to as many nodes as I have, and I'll index them, right? I'll keep them here. Now, if I need to check what happened to that particular log file, this is me sitting here. I'll fire a query. This is my query going to the search head, and the search heads will break the job, send it to the indexer, where I have already collected the log files from Kaushik, and I'll get the result. So this is how it works. Anyone had any question? It's just like if you have worked in a corporate world or any team work, then it's just like your manager wants something, your team lead breaks the job, send it to the associate who will do the job and send it to the team lead to report end of the day. All the associates will send the report to the team leads end of the day, and the team leads will collect the results, consolidate them, and send it to the manager. So that is how it works in a real life world. I know some of you do not have the IT background, or some of you do not have, yeah. So in the background of how things work in IT or some of the terminologies, right? So in that case, if you do not understand anything, I request you stop me there and ask me a question. Because if you do not understand this, because for the last, I mean, for the first two ones, today and the next class will be on the basics, and then we'll go deeper. So you need to understand this first.
Hello, can you explain this again, the forwarders section?
Sure, why not? And thanks for this question. I was expecting a question because it is not easy for people to understand the first time. Okay. Uh, so forwarder is nothing but an agent, right? So what's your name again, sir?
Kaushik?
Kaushik. Okay. So
Yeah.
Kaushik, let's say I need to get the log from your machine, and that file, the log file, is located at C program files or C program files Splunk. That is the location, right? You have a log file that is located as C program files Splunk. Okay. Now that is your machine. Normally, I do not have access to your machine, right? You will not allow me to access your machine. So what I do, but still, I need to check the log in that machine to help you in debug something or fix some issues. So I told you I walked to you and I told you, hey Kaushik, I need to check that logs. How do I do that? Because I cannot access your machine. You said, oh Pramit, yeah, it's right. I may not be able to let you access my machine, but you can access this log file. That I'm fine with you accessing this log file. Then what I do is I go ahead and install Splunk Universal Forwarder or Splunk Heavy Forwarder. So Heavy Forwarder is nothing but almost Splunk, the whatever Splunk setup you get. It's almost same, except it doesn't do the full-fledged indexing. Okay, but it does the initial parsing, and so when it's a parsing, let me show you here. So this is the initial parse. Okay, so parsing, while being parsed, the data goes through these pipelines and data pipelines and queues. So in every pipeline, like here, there is an encoding, right? In unit for every operating system, there is an encoding to understand what type of data you are reading. So this is you. So for the first, in the parsing pipeline, Splunk identifies what kind of encoding you are using. It find out the line breaker, or if you're using any CSV file or Excel file, it will find out the headers and all. Then it goes out. You don't need to understand this right now. I will tell you when the time comes. But I just wanted to tell you how the parsing works. So I will either install the universal forwarder or the what do you call it, the heavy forwarders in your machine. Then I will only make sure that that forwarder is reading that the log file from that C program file Splunk location. Now that location is now that I make sure that that location or the particular the log file is being monitored. Now I will make sure the Splunk, as it reads the data from the log file, it will also send the data to me because I have the indexer sitting at my machine. So this is your machine, this is my machine. So the forwarders, they will read the data and they will keep sending me the streams to my indexers, and my indexers, they will as they get the data, they will index it and they will store the data in themselves. Let me show you here. Files. Yeah. So this is my one second. This is a home folder where I have installed Splunk. Now this If you come to where and leave, sorry, where leave Splunk, this is where Splunk stores the data. I'll tell you in detail